morning, everyone. Welcome back to the What Do I Know podcast. I'm your host, Jeremy Davis. You know, the slogan, just the average fan, talking all ball all the time. And today, I want to talk about something that I think has been coming for a long time. I want to talk about the changing of the guard in the NBA. So tonight, one of the big matchups on ESPN, the Lakers are playing Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. So if you do not know, the Milwaukee Bucks are number one in the Eastern Conference. I do believe they have the best record in the NBA. And then the Lakers are 10th in the Western Conference. Now, I know the Milwaukee Bucks have a better team. They have better coaching. But one thing I want to see is tonight going to be the first sign of the changing of the guard as the best player in the NBA. So LeBron has been the best player in the NBA probably since 2005 or 2006. No question. I love Kobe. I love Tim Duncan. But LeBron has just been on another level. And every king's reign come to an end. There is not one king that has been king forever. Even though LeBron James is averaging 27, 9, and 8, he did have his team in the fourth place in the Western Conference, but then he got injured, missed 18 games, and it was a groin injury. So once you have injuries like that, it's hard to really come back from an injury of that nature, especially once you get older. If you look at Chris Paul and his hamstring injuries, as he's gotten older, every year it's more and more games when he injures his hamstring. And when I look at LeBron and I see his groin injury, not to knock on wood, of course, but I see from the way he still plays, I can see more injuries happening to him. He's not really posting up like he should. If he can post up, that can eliminate a lot of things. But as I watch him play, he's still, driving to the basket hard. He's still, creating that contact, which is an easy way to, get injuries. LeBron James is 35, I believe. 35 years old. Not saying he won't be a good player in the league. He'll still be a good player. But I don't think he can no longer be considered the best player in the NBA from what I've been watching. Giannis is averaging 27 and 13 and 6 and is a top 2 for MVP and is a top 2 for Defensive Player of the Year. And the way that Giannis is dominating the NBA, he's not just, being a great player in the NBA. He is dominating in the NBA. There is nothing that can be done to stop this man. I can see why people can say he's up next for the best player in the NBA. And by up next, I mean right now. I think we're watching the demise of LeBron. Not the demise. I think we're watching Father Time catch up to LeBron. Now, Father Time for LeBron is a lot different than Father Time for other players. Let me start by saying that LeBron is going to be able to average 27 and 7 for at least 2 more years with the Lakers. At least 2 more years. But as far as him being the best player in the NBA, it's hard for me to say that. Keep in mind, he came into the NBA in 2003. There's only 3 players that are still playing from that draft class. LeBron, D. Wade, who is on his farewell tour, and Kyle Korver, who is a shooter. And when you can shoot, you can stay in the NBA a lot longer than someone who's continually driving to the basket, taking the pounding, things like that. But those are the only 3. And I do think that LeBron will be a top 5 player as I was saying, he will be a top 5 player in the NBA for the next 2 years. But Giannis, man, I just love everything about Giannis. Even when he came into the league, you could see his potential to be great. He was smaller back then. I think they said he gained like 30 pounds of muscle or something ridiculous, man. And like you can tell because he just dominates in every aspect of the game. Now he does not have a jump shot, and honestly, I don't think he needs one. He does not need one because he can't be stopped no matter what he does. And I feel like if he starts shooting jumpers, then that'll take away from what he's great at. So I think he should have maybe like a mid-range jumper or maybe like a fadeaway or something that he can go to. But as far as being a three-point shooter, I don't think he needs that. As long as the Milwaukee Bucks keep shooters around him, he doesn't need a jump shot. But I think, LeBron is averaging his best rebounds per season in his career this year, along with 27 points, 8 assists. But when you watch him, he just doesn't have the same effect that you're used to LeBron having. Even before the injury, it just didn't look the same. Defensively, man, I don't even know what to say. Watching him play defense is useless. Like, he might be, in all honesty, the worst defender on the Lakers right now. Injury, pre-injury, he might be the worst. You can see it in Cleveland a little bit, but that's because we knew for a fact that he would have to take time off on defense in order to get them to the NBA Finals. But in the West, you can't really take nights off like that. And I'm talking about whole nights, not possessions, but nights. If you watch him against the Grizzlies, oh man, a couple nights ago, he looked so bad. So bad. And maybe maybe the injury is still nagging him a little bit. But I would love to see just a little bit more effort. You want to talk about James Harden and his defense. This is exactly what LeBron is looking like right now. He's looking just like James Harden. Now, James Harden has been playing defense this year, surprisingly. He is second in the NBA in steals. And a lot of those are on-ball steals because he be reaching. He does reach a lot. But he has been playing better on-ball defense, trying to take charges. So I'll give him that. So if LeBron can just get up to the level that Harden is playing right now, then I'll be okay with that. But right now, he is not playing any defense. And I want to see tonight, is LeBron going to hold Giannis? Because I know for a fact, Giannis is going to hold LeBron. He's going to hold LeBron. And I want to see what LeBron is able to do with Giannis on him. If Giannis can lock LeBron James up, and by lock LeBron James up, I mean keep him to 20 or less. It's hard to kind of lock. When you can score in the NBA, you can score. So it's hard to get locked up unless you're Kawhi Leonard. But I want to see what Giannis one-on-one can do against LeBron defensively. And that's going to let me know if Giannis is ready to take over the mantle. I do want to put Anthony Davis up there as well as one of the best players in the NBA. But he's just not, I don't want to say he's not a winner, but I want to say he has not won anything in New Orleans with him being the best player. Even when he had DeMarcus Cousins, they still didn't win like they should have. And I don't hear nobody say that they're not putting pieces around him. Drew Holiday is an all-star point guard. Like I said, he had DeMarcus Cousins, so he had pieces to be good. But 8 seed, 7 seed with Anthony Davis as the leader is not going to cut it. I would say Kevin Durant as well, but he's on the Warriors, so it's just hard for me to really put him in the top players because even if he didn't produce to his high expectations, they're still going to win. But yeah, like I was saying, I want to see that tonight. See if Giannis is going to prove that he's the best player in the NBA. And for LeBron, I wish they would have shut him down for the rest of the season, because I really feel like he's wasting whatever he's doing. They're wasting it because they're not going to make the playoffs, which is something I want to get into a little bit later in a different episode. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. I do believe they play at 6. So if you guys are interested in watching that, tune in. And then let me know what you guys think. Who do you feel is next up in line? And do you feel like that Giannis is the best player in the NBA right now? All right, everyone, have a great day. Peace.